Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Sokocat Dungeon. Since last time, I had a chance to look at this puzzle some off camera, and I have solved it. It didn't take me that long. 5 minutes maybe? Less than 10 minutes anyway. And so let's think about what I did. What I remember is basically in this portion, a key idea was getting all three of these up at the top. And so there's one, there's two. Yes, I do still remember how to do it. I did this a few hours ago. And there's three. So with that, I can do this, and then get ready for loudness. Diamond! Very rare to find these in these conditions. Must be very valuable. It should always be enough for my next adventure, but I need to find the crown. Already be enough for next adventure. I see. So you're trying to fund your cave expeditions or something? Let's remember to use the boomerang here. And now this one, I think it was just being in a different frame of mind caused me to think about a different way that I could push this. Yeah, and the key move, from what I recall, is actually this. So if I bring this over here... Oh, I did it wrong, though. I had to have already pushed this guy up into here or something. Is there any way to recover from this now? I can't get on the right-hand side of either of these. Darn it, I need to restart. Okay, I'll do the first part on my own. Okay, once more, let's give this a try. I need to push you here, but then I need to push this guy back somewhere, sometime, something, dark side. What's the right timing to do that? I guess before I pushed you around. So I want to push you here, and then I want to move this guy into the middle. Then I want to execute this crazy thing, and then think carefully. Yes, I can push you over here, I remember now, and push you here, and then push you out of the way to get you into the middle, and then I can push this guy back. Here we go. Alright. So yeah, kind of a just different way of thinking about that particular puzzle. Alright, this brings us to level 41. Don't have immediate observations. Let's just kind of push some blocks around. Ooh. So my only two first moves, this is my only legal first move. I could push this guy down, but if I do, he's stuck in the corner forever. So this is the only other possible first move. And then after that, I could push this guy up. However, if I do, then the guy over in this column seems like he's going to be trapped forever. So it feels like I need to get him moved somewhere first. So I'm not sure if this is right. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is right, but I'm going to choose to do this. Just doing some kind of like local observations or something. And then... yeah, not sure about any of this. Let's go ahead and use this just to get this guy out of the way. Oh, is he far enough out of the way, though? How am I going to get anywhere now? I don't know that I can. Can I step north into here? No, not into the doorway. Yeah, if I push you to the right, I think you're going to get stuck. So yeah, this is almost good. Like, I can get you there. The guy south of me now is the problematic one, because I think everybody else is okay. All right, so let's restart. Sorry, kitty cat. And do something slightly different. I do think this was a pretty good start. But then let's be more careful somewhere around here. Somehow, something. What do I want to do? You know what? This could be interesting. I could push you down here. Yeah, actually, doesn't this work? I could push you down here, push you over here, and then this guy can go over here. Yeah. All right, that worked. Cool. Level 41, complete. Progress is mine. This room, at a glance, doesn't look bad, honestly. How am I getting anyone to the bottom center? They would have to be pushed from the middle center. How is it going to be pushed from the middle center? I need to be at the north center, which means I have to push someone off of that, which means both the left and the right have to be pushed down and out of the way. Okay, so let's open with a move. Let's not think too hard about it. Let's just open with this move and try to kind of go from there. So yeah, now I can get someone down here. That's the most difficult spot to get anybody, so far as I can tell. And then, this still works, yeah. Then I can do that and that. Neat, I'm a genius. Level 42. Life, the universe, and everything have been solved. There is a switch, and I see it. Oh, how am I going to hit you with the boomerang with the shooty thing in front of me? I need to push a block. Got it. Okay, so if I do this, this, and this, then I can stand here with the boomerang to turn that off. Okay. Then can I just push these through one by one? It looks like I can. There is one little trouble, which is getting... Oops, and I've already screwed it up, haven't I? Can I recover from this? I don't think I can, so I'm going to reset. And then I will illustrate the little bit of trouble. Okay, so first do this. Then the problematic thing is getting a guy to the one on the right. And I think the only way to do it is to walk through all of these squares to push you down here, so you have to be the first one. And the other two are going to be easy to do, I think. It's actually still challenging, isn't it? Because now I have to push you all the way to the north, which means how am I ever going to get someone here? It seems like it is no longer doable. So how could I have done things differently? Was my previous assertion that that guy had to be first wrong? Because he can't get back now. Let's restart again. I do think this is the only legal set of initial moves. I might be wrong. So, in order to ever get someone standing where the kitty is, he has to come from the north, which means the kitty has to be here. In order to get him here first, I have to do this set of moves, which involves walking on all these spaces, which means there couldn't be other blocks here. Ah, but I could push one of them over there now. Watch this. I can push you there now, then walk around, do this, and now both of those two difficult ones are in place, and the easy one I can just put in place last. Haha! I think one of the key things that I have realized between Sokocat Island and now Sokocat Dungeon is kind of the way of swapping the order or swapping two things, pushing the same block. I'm not describing this very well. I'm not describing it very well. If there's another puzzle where I can point out a type of insight that I think I didn't have in the first game that I have much more often or quickly or frequently in this game, I'll try to point it out. Level 44. You are still recoverable if I push you to the north, so far as I can tell. No, because then I'd have to push this guy onto a spike. And that's an endgame situation, because there's no way to get it back off. Okay. So, can't push you to the north, so it means I have to push you to the east. So... Who's eventually going where? The guy in the center is causing me trouble. How am I ever going to get the guy to the right of the kitty cat anywhere useful? If I move the center guy up to where the kitty cat is now, then in theory I could push this guy to the right and then push him down, except for the block, who I just moved here, is now going to completely cut off the ability to do any of that. If instead I move this guy to the south and put him on the little magenta fire, then sure, I'd be able to push this guy to the right, but then I wouldn't be able to push him anymore. And if anybody gets pushed into the north... Oh, he could live here. I think that's what needs to happen. So I think this guy needs to get pushed up and then over to here. However, having done that, I'll cut off my access to this guy. So this guy might need to get to some kind of legal hideout position before then. Which I think might just be his final position. Okay, so what if I do this? Push this guy into his final position. Oh, no. I can't push this guy to the right. I want him to be here, because that'll be out of the way for the other guy. But once he's here, I don't think he can get to there. So that's not going to work at all. If he had been here, then I would have been able to walk around and push this guy to the right, and then push him down, and then I could have come back over here and pushed this guy back over, but that didn't work. So how do I solve the puzzle? Let's see. I don't see a way. Is there somewhere else that these blocks can hide out momentarily to get out of the way? Suppose this block to the south of me were standing here where the kitten is. And suppose I wanted to walk around the left-hand side of this guy. Well, it's just impossible. There's no way to walk around there. And therefore, the puzzle's impossible. Is there some way to get you out of this column? Like, right now it seems like there's no way to get you out of this column. At the very beginning. Yeah, the only other move was this, at which point I can't push this guy. And if they push this guy here, then he's just stuck in the corner. So this does have to be the opening move. But once I've done that, things are already horrible. Oh, I could push you only to here. And then I could push this guy to the right. That's something I didn't see before. However, then I wouldn't be able to push either of you. So I have to get you out of there. But I can't get you out of there. What if I'd push this one first? Like, I don't think there's anywhere good to push this one. And like, now I can't get to the south edge of that one. Like, I'm just gonna push this guy in the corner just to kind of like illustrate some things. So if this guy were here, even though I can, oops. Let's just do that again. So yeah, if this guy's here, then sure, it does allow me to push this guy here, which is great. But then these two guys, I can't push that one south. I can't push this one north. And pushing east-west involves either standing in or pushing onto spikes. So neither of those would ever work. So, once again, the question is, how can this guy, who I'm pushing right now, ever move farther to the right? That's the question that I currently don't know how to answer. Well, ever move farther to the right and not completely get stuck the rest of the puzzle. So I guess I should add all those qualifiers. This is very difficult. And if I move you to the north, then the problem is I can never get to the left-hand side of the problematic block. If I move you all the way to the north, if I move you one to the north, then other things get stuck. And if I move you to the right first, then I can't get to the south edge to push this guy to the north. Is there anywhere else that I can move you temporarily? If I push you to the left, nothing good happens. What if I... Okay, this is ridiculous. But what if I push you to the left now and possibly even down? Does that help anything? I think no, not at all. And it's pushing this... Oops! Pushing the other guy to the right, the problematic block to the right there, help anything? No. Because I still can't push guys up or down. So what am I not seeing? I have a blind spot somewhere because it seems like every possibility is null and void. I note that there's like all this space over here that I'm not utilizing at all. I see it. I can push this guy back, push him down here, and still retrieve him. Okay, so with that guy down there out of the way, now let's think about the entirety of the rest of the puzzle. So, I think this is not right, but let's just play with it. If I push this guy to his final resting spot and I push this guy to his final resting spot, then the problem's going to be I'll be able to push this guy to the right, but I won't be able to get to the north of... Oh, no, I will be able to get to the north of him. Watch this. I can go here. I can't currently get to the north of him, but I can move this guy temporarily out of the way, get to the north of him, put him down, and move this guy temporarily back, and then we're done with the puzzle. Because I'm a genius. Hooray! Level 44. I think we're up to another treasure chest level. They're usually every 10x plus 5 for integer x. How do I begin this one and not immediately get stuck? This appears to be a legal opening move, followed strangely by this. And then I presume this. Also, there's no treasure in this room. I've lied to you all. I'm sorry. Yikes. In order to eventually get a block to rest here, it must come from here, which means I need to be able to stand here. So I think I need to do this block first. So let's get you in your final resting spot. Next, it looks like this guy can legally move. No. Maybe? Probably not. If I push him any farther, we're stuck. And if I push the other guy, we're stuck. So we're stuck. Could I have done things differently? Probably. How would I have done things differently? I mean, if this guy weren't here, I'd be able to push this guy into this corner. And then this guy... I'd be able to walk around here. Oh, I see. Everybody... Everybody who gets pushed down through this column... So I maybe did this in the complete opposite order, and so maybe this guy had to be first. Okay, so let's try that, I think. So what did I do? I pushed all three in a row, which I've learned not to fear, but instead to love. So suppose I push this guy first. And then... This guy needs to move into a temporary spot or something, doesn't he? I think yes. Let's put him there for a moment. Let's get this guy out of the way, and let's move this guy to here. I think there is going to be correct. And then, yes, I can move this guy to the north, and I can move this guy into this corner from here. Aha! Take that, level 45, if that is your real name. Okay, I see the arrow trap, I see the boomerang. The only way to disable the arrow trap that I can see with my current eyeballs is to begin like this. Then we use the boomerang to turn off the trap. And now we're ready to start the puzzle. This guy is already a little bit problematic. Possibly already a lot of bit problematic. Yeah, okay. How does a block get to here? It must come from here. How does a block get to where the kitty's standing? It must come from here. So I need to push 2 blocks down into the middle, probably using this space to kind of get around them and get them into their starting positions. And I think I can do that just one by one. Like if I get you into your correct position at the beginning, oh, but then I just locked up this guy. Okay, so I see the problem. So I would have had to push this guy. Yeah, okay. I think I see what to do. So once again, block the arrow trap, turn off the arrow trap, start getting this guy heading towards his final destination, but then pause, move this guy out of the way, then continue on with this guy. Then this guy can do the same kind of little tricky route to get over here. And then finally, block number 3, yeah, can just take the same path, basically. Okay. That actually was not bad. Level 46 complete. Okay. What do we got here? A bunch of dangerous spikes. And I guess I might be able to push a guy onto here. Okay, to push from here, I definitely would be pushing this way to get a block to rest here. Here, the obvious thing is to... Ooh, it's actually not all that obvious. Well, it has to be the block from the north, but I'd have to clear off this block first, and how would I ever do that? Oh, I would do it pretty simply, actually. I see how to do it. And then finally this block. Getting this block out of the traffic jam that he's in, where he's pinned currently against the south wall, is his problem. Okay, so let's try to do some bits of this. I will eventually need to push a guy to the north here. And I think now might be an appropriate time to do that. I also eventually need to get this guy somewhere. I think it's not correct to move him. Like, he's gonna have to come all the way to here and then probably eventually rest here, and that... First, this guy needs to go farther north, though. Yeah, so let's try this. I've learned not to fear 3 in a row. Oh, except... I maybe should have feared 3 in a row. Let's imagine I am still okay. So there's 3 in a row. Don't fear it. I need to push you temporarily out of the way so that I can push you temporarily over here. Then put you in a final resting place. No, I shouldn't have done that. If I can I get it back? I think if I could back up 1 move, I would have solved the puzzle. But now I'm not sure that I can. Because I've cut off my access between the right-hand side and the left-hand side. Yeah. I needed to get above this guy and push him down. Okay, but I think I see what to do. So, what did I do in any of this? I wanted to push this guy north. Then I wanted to get all 3 of them in a line, which I kind of somehow did. Yeah, by doing this, and then this. Then I put all 3 in a line. I pushed you temporarily out of the way. I pushed you out of the way. And then I did something clever? Question mark. From here. The only problem is getting... Oops. Well, that's a problem too. The only problem is not making silly mistakes like that. Okay, so once again, get 3 in a line. Go past 3 in a line so that you can push this guy over here. Then I think I push this guy up. No, that's the move I need to not do. I need to somehow get the guy who's to the right of the cat now to move left and then down. I think. And so the problem is, how could I ever do that? Alternatively... Is there any way that he could go left and then up? Well, that would involve having the other guy be down, but then I wouldn't be able to push him up because the other guy would be sitting right here. So yeah, I mean, I could move this guy. I can even do it right now. 2 down. I can still always recover from that. But then the guy to the right of the cat doesn't have a way to be moved upward. Is there a way to move a block onto this position? I think that's impossible. Yeah, because it can't come from any of the 4 directions. So that tile's kind of unusable to me at this point. And so the problem with pushing this guy 1 further to the north is that then after I move this guy to the left, I can no longer get around here to get to the south. So is there a way I could do things in a different order? Not that I currently see. So I think I'm still not in the right ballpark to solve this puzzle. So let's go back to the beginning. There was never a block sitting in this square, and I don't think I can ever get a block to sit in this square. So that's not helping me. I still generally like the way that I started this off. Is there a way I can leave you there for now? The problem is getting enough of these guys out of the way. I really feel like I need to move a block temporarily here to be out of the way, which means this guy already has to be at least this far to the right. And that's what enables me to move this guy way over here, which frees up this column for moving guys up and down relatively freely, which is what I need. Imagine none of the other blocks are here. Imagine the only thing is trying to get the block to my left into the correct position. I need to move it left. Then I need to walk around and move it down. And so the problem is the block who's currently to the south of me, blocking me from doing that. And the other places I want to move him are to where the kitty is now and to where the kitty is now, which are also in my way. How can I get him out of my way? Well, oops. I could move him to here, but then he'd be next to this block, and this block would be permanently stunned or unable to move into the right spot. So is there another... Is there another way for me to more quickly get a block into that position? Yes. But then I cut off my access to the other guy. So it's just witness. Okay, a block has gotten into that position. That's great. Except for now the guy to my left I can't get around to the other side of. So this is toast. So... what else could be done? Do I want to move this guy to the... I guess I could move this guy to the south right at the beginning, but then he would block all northward movement. Yeah, I need the kitten to be able to stand here in order to push guys to the north to get a couple of guys up into the north column. So I feel like going ahead and doing that is good. And... is there any chance I want to move you to the right now? No, because then I could never get over to the other side. So yeah, it feels like I do need to... I feel like this is still definitely the starting point for the puzzle. Is there any chance I want to push you to the right now? The problem with that is then this block, once moved up, would never be able to move to the left. So yeah, that's definitely wrong. So this feels like the only place that you could move productively right now. And so yeah, I've just got 2 blocks over here. Doesn't seem like this should be so difficult. But how can I get one of them here and one of them to the north? And I just don't see a way to do it. Because if one of them goes into the north column, then once the other block occupies this, I can't be on the correct side of it to push it back to the south. Unless... is there an unless? don't think there's an unless. Am I certain there's no way to ever get a block into this square? This square would be so useful. Couldn't be pushed from here, couldn't be pushed from here, couldn't be pushed from the left, couldn't be pushed from the right. Nope, it's impossible. So if a block can't occupy this square, let's try to make sure this square is always available for the cat to try to travel through. The problem is there's usually going to be someone here blocking the way or someone here blocking the way. Or, third possibility. What if you move over here and you move over here? Now getting someone here is problematic. And if I push this guy back to the left, then I lose the ability to get onto the other side of this guy to push him back to the right. Which is a shame, because if I push this guy back to the left, then I could push this guy up and out of the way, and everything else would be fine, except for the fact that I can't get on the side to push this guy. We're so close, and yet so far. So yeah, from here, this feels like one of the most flexible positions I could be in the puzzle. Actually, maybe the problem is that I moved a guy into the north column too early. Because I feel like north column guy is clogging up my ability to ever get somebody here and somebody else into the north column at the same time. So maybe what I need to do is not move a guy into the north column that early. Oh, but that's really hard to do, right? Like, if I don't push him into the north column right now, what else can I even do at the beginning of the puzzle? I can never move any blocks over here, because they would be pinned against the right wall. And similarly, I can never move any blocks over here, because they'd be pinned against the left wall. And once I move a guy down here, I lose the ability to ever push blocks to the north. So yeah, it feels like I have to open with this. So what else am I missing? It's gotta be in here somewhere. Such a finite number of moves. I still really like this opening. What if I move you over first? Well, this just brings me to this so flexible of a spot that I was going on about moments ago. Wait a minute. What if I push this guy south now? Then I can never get the other guy north. What if I push this guy north now? The problem with this is once I push this guy to the left, I can't get to the north of him again to push him back to the south. Is there any way that I could arrange things so that I could get to the north of him after I make this move? I would have to be able to walk around this way in order to get to the north of him. And the problem is now there's 2 blocks over here in my way. Is there anywhere else that those blocks could be to not be in my way? Well, one obvious spot is here. So let's just witness the problem with this. And now the problem is I can't push these guys back to the right because they're pushed together. And there's nowhere else for them to go. So if this block could have been... Yeah, there's no other legal spots for a block to be that he could have been that would have been better, other than maybe here, which is where one of the blocks began. So let's take a look at that. Maybe I need to get one north and one south right at the beginning. Let's actually look at this. Suppose I did... Let's ignore the fact for just a moment that I'm going to be cutting off access to the leftmost block. If I did this and could somehow push you to the right, I still wouldn't be able to push this guy north. And... yeah, once again, I'm cutting off access to get to the left of both of these guys now. But if I could push that guy to the right and push this guy to the right, then maybe good things would happen. But the problem is getting to the left. And so this guy can't be in the way there in order to do that. But I had to move him up into the north column right at the beginning of the puzzle to do anything, right? I guess I have not looked at... Here we go. I've never looked at this. This is a possible opening move. But this doesn't seem to help me. And this doesn't seem to help me, right? Because the only place that I can ever push blocks to the north from is from here. So I need somebody out of the way there in order to ever get blocks anywhere. And then once they start getting out of the way there, in order to utilize these pushing spaces for the next block to get to the north, it implies that this block already has to be out of the way, and the only way this block can get out of the way is to go up into the north column. Oh, this is maddening. Let's try one other thing that I'm just looking at right now. Suppose I do this. Oh, well, now I can't get to the left of this guy. That's the problem with that. Okay, I think this is another one that I will have to take a look at off camera. Level 47, you're a stumper. Congratulations. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for what I presume might be the conclusion of Sokocat Dungeons. For now, bye-bye.